Hello everyone, and happy Monday, September the 28th. I hope everyone is doing well today, and I hope that everyone is safe and healthy during this pandemic that we are in right now. I wanted to provide you with an economic stimulus update regarding the October 15th deadline that is coming up very, very soon. Also, the new stimulus proposal that is being proposed and floated around and potentially will be voted on this week in the House of Representatives.
Let me put up on the screen a tweet from the President of the United States, and I'll read it to our viewers. Pelosi and Schumer want trillions of dollars of bailout money for blue states that are doing badly, both economically and in terms of high crime, as a condition to making a deal on stimulus. But the USA is coming back strong. You want to give me a quick reaction to what the President is saying there?
Pathetic, as usual.
Hello everyone, my name is Paul Zachary Shelton Jr. and I'm the Chief Investment Officer of Warwick Shore Advisors. We are a wealth and investment management firm located in Orlando, Florida, with clients all across the United States. If this is your first time coming to my channel or seeing one of my videos, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so that you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. So I'm going to make it very quick for you today, but I want to highlight two very important things. One, the October 15th deadline that is coming up is for approximately 9 million people that have not received their economic impact payments under the CARES Act. There were letters that were sent out starting last week to all those recipients, sent to the most recent or the most current address that the IRS has on file for these recipients, advising them that they are eligible for the economic impact payment of the $1,200. So there's approximately 9 million people. Many of these people may feel like they're disqualified because they don't have any income at all. They may be homeless, may not have an address, or anything of that nature. So I encourage you, everyone that's listening to this video, please go out there, reach out to all those that you know that should qualify for it, that may not have received it yet, and advise them to go to the IRS portal, use the online tool to be able to apply and enter their information so that they can be counted and receive the economic impact payment. Now, the biggest problem with this is many of the 9 million people are homeless. Means they don't have the internet, they don't have access to that, they may not have a permanent address that they can put in to update the filer's tool. In this scenario, I'm advising everyone to reach out to the IRS Economic Impact Hotline directly. Please call them directly, give them the scenario, and they'll be able to direct you in the route that you should go. More than likely, you may receive one of those impact payment cards as opposed to receiving a check. And there's a few little nuances that are happening in there, but they're case-by-case scenario. The other thing that I want to advise everyone to do is, please, if you can do me a favor, I volunteer at some shelters around here locally for people that are the invisible homeless. So many people don't realize it, but in every school, every classroom just about has about one child in there that may be classified as homeless, and they're classified that way because they do not have a permanent residence. They may be living in a weekly hotel, they may be living in a transitional home or something of that nature, they may be in a shelter. So therefore, they do not have a permanent address, and a lot of times these dependents, as well as their parents, do qualify for the economic stimulus or economic impact payment that was already disseminated under the CARES Act. Please, if you live near a shelter, a homeless shelter, if you live near, or if you're part of an organization, a chamber of commerce, or a church, or anything that volunteers at a shelter, please reach out to that shelter and advise them and educate them to educate all of their inhabitants that are living at that shelter to please look into this. Many of the shelters do have the internet access to where they can help those that are living there be able to file for this missing economic impact check that they did not receive. Now we know that $1,200 would be so helpful for those that are living in the shelter right now. So I encourage you, please do me that favor by going out to all the shelters around you, as I have done, as I am going to continue to do, and let them know there's possibly economic impact payments for those that are living in those shelters. The second thing I want to talk to you about is give you a brief update on the new economic stimulus proposal that Nancy Pelosi is bringing forth. More than likely, they're going to vote in the next week or so on this bill. I almost said today. I would love for them to vote today, but more than likely, that's not going to happen. But it is very possible that we will see some sort of vote take place this week, which would then really jumpstart negotiations between the Democrats and the Republicans again. And that will bring everyone back to the table. And hopefully this is something that the Republicans can look at and say, hey, we like so many things in this bill. There are so many things that are in common in this bill that they wanted to put in their skinny bill. And hopefully they can move forward with it.
The fact is that what we have in this bill is corona-centric. It's to compensate the states and the localities for their outlays that they have made on healthcare costs related to the coronavirus. And then it is also to have the flexibility to use some of the funds for the loss of revenue because of stay at home, shelter at home, wisely used in the spring, and that helped delay some of the spread of it. Since we passed our bill, so when the president says that, it has no relationship to the reality. And this money goes to all the states and localities in our country. But that's not a reason. It is an excuse. And it is really an abomination because the fiscal soundness of these states is important to the fiscal soundness of our country. And nonetheless, if we don't do the money, what happens? People who have risked their lives to save other people's lives will now be at risk of losing their jobs. They lose their jobs, they go on unemployment insurance. Services are cut to people, taxes may be raised. What we are proposing is what is an answer to it. And even the Fed and other economists are saying we must support the state and local governments.
If this is your first time coming to my channel or seeing one of my videos, I ask that you please hit the subscribe button. Please ring the bell so you can get an update each time I post a new video. And lastly, please like and share this video to help me increase the financial literacy of our globe. Thank you so much and have a great day.